you describe what you were feeling in that fourth quarter and just seeing the ball go through the hoop from distance for the first time really this season?
Yeah, I mean, I felt like I could have made another, like, 5. Like, they're all, like, right there, and obviously it was great to break through and get some to go down. So, I mean, we're getting great looks. We still shot 40% from the field, but we missed way too many bunnies around the rim. We talked about it at halftime. Probably should have talked about it after the game, but, like, should never shoot 39% from the field and 40% from 3. Like, at the end of the day, it's going to be really hard to win basketball games. But we still scored 102 points, so it all comes back to our defense and the way we're able to defend. But, hey, we fought through the fourth quarter. We clawed.
Welcome, everybody, to the Sports Culture, all things sports. It's Jay Banfo, and we got to talk about Caitlin Clark. But before we get into that, like, comment, share, subscribe, and thanks for your support. So, Caitlin Clark gave us one of the most electrifying, heart-stopping, and bittersweet games of her young WNBA career last night versus the Washington Mystics. We saw the return of the Logo 3 sniper we all fell in love with when she was at the University of Iowa. That was probably one of the most entertaining WNBA games I've ever seen. So in this video, I'm going to break down the good, the bad, and the ugly of that epic game we all watched. So let's start with the return of Caitlin Clark's three-point shot. Entering last night's game, teams have been physical and forcing her to make difficult shots. And early on, it looked like it was going to be another night of struggle from three-point range. She only made 2 of her first 15 shots, and the Mystics had a 14-point lead. Now, they always say, shoot or shoot, and that's exactly what Caitlin Clark did. It all came together in the fourth quarter where she apparently took over the game. She knocked down a franchise record 5 threes in the fourth quarter and finished the game with 7 total threes. Now, the Fever made that great comeback, but was down 3 with only a few seconds to go. And what happened next? Caitlin Clark hit the game-tying 3 to send the game into overtime. The home court crowd went crazy, and for that moment in time, we all remember the greatness of Caitlin Clark. Now, the Fever didn't have enough in the end to win the game. They eventually lost in overtime, 104-102. Also, that loss wasn't the only bad news that came out of the game. With about 2 minutes left in the third quarter, Aliyah Boston quietly exited the floor and went straight to the locker room. Shortly after, it was announced that she had a lower leg injury and would not return to the game. What makes this a huge concern is that it wasn't an obvious contact injury. So losing Boston for an extended period of time would be a huge blow for the Indiana Fever. Before she left, she was anchoring the defense and is the only big the Fever can rely on. Coach Stephanie White said post-game that they don't have an official update yet, but let's all hope the injury isn't that serious. Now, where do the Fever go from here? They are 1-2 on the season, and in the WNBA, every game matters. Now, if you ask me, Caitlin Clark has to step up to an even higher level, and she has the ability to do so. It's the coaching that has to allow her to take over. Keep the ball in her hands at all times, and please stop talking about moving Caitlin Clark off ball. Listen, she can't just be a dynamic scorer, though. She has to be an elite floor general who must elevate everyone else with the absence of Aliyah Boston. The defense will suffer, we all understand that, so expect the Fever to try and outscore their opponents in a fast-paced game. Outshoot and outpace their opponents is the only way the Fever have a chance at winning games. So yes, last night's game was mixed emotions involved. It was a 14-point comeback, game-tying shots, the return of Iowa Caitlin Clark, and a brutal injury to Aliyah Boston. Now, I think the Fever can weather the storm, but I know that my opinion is not the end-all, be-all, so y'all let me know in the comments. Do you think the Fever can survive and make a deep run if Aliyah Boston misses time, or do you think the season is already over with? Now, with that being said, like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see y'all next time.